What is going on, y'all? Matt in the hat, John North Ford, Lincoln Nissan here in Emporia, Kansas. Welcome to episode number 35 of Car Confessions. As some of you may know, I have been missing in action over the past couple months. Got away from doing this for a little bit. I wanted to take some time for me to develop myself in order to make these better. I felt like there was too much taking time to set these up, write these out, prepare for these, and it was really taking a lot of time away from me selling, following up with customers, and really interacting and giving back to the community like I had been before. So I took the first quarter of this year of 2018 off to really focus and concentrate on myself, work on me and my selling skills, and now I'm ready to get back into it and give you guys more of Car Confessions. As I mentioned, this is episode number 35. I come to you each and every week with some type of new topic or an interview with a business owner or an entrepreneur. Lately, I've been hearing a lot of people refer to business owners as entrepreneurs and use them interchangeably. And that really sparked me to want to do a topic about what is a small business owner? What is an entrepreneur? Is there a difference? Can they be used interchangeably? So, episode 35, 4 major differences between small business owners and entrepreneurs. First and foremost, let's define what each of these are. The definition of a small business owner is an individual or an entity who owns a business in an attempt to profit from successful operations of the company. So this typically deals with established products and services, such as the dealership I work at. The owner that I work for is a business owner. He is not an entrepreneur. The entrepreneur came many years before in 1963-64 when this dealership first opened. What's the definition of an entrepreneur? This is a person who organizes and manages any enterprise, especially a business, usually with considerable initiative and risk. So entrepreneurs typically identify a need and fill it. So it's something new, it's something innovative that they offer and they come to the market with. So an example of this is going to be Mark Zuckerberg with Facebook, Jeff Bezos with Amazon. Those are new, something new, something innovative that they came to the market with. So 4 major differences. The first major difference is or are the ideas. A small business owner has great ideas. So they typically are community driven and already know their target audience within the area that they want to serve. So, and they know what makes that audience happy. They are here to serve their customers. They are more profit driven. While entrepreneurs typically have the big ideas. What that means is they think big, they dream big, and their ideas aren't always tested or worked out. Like I mentioned when defining each of them, the small business owner typically has an established product or service where entrepreneur may not have tested their idea. They don't know if their idea is even possible, but that's what excites them. They are passion driven. They aren't always profit driven like the small business owners. The second one is going to be, number 2 is going to be the risk. Small business owners take calculated risks, make calculated decisions. They like to know what's coming next, where it's coming from, as well as what that clear outcome is going to be. They want to define everything, calculate everything, so they know if we do this, this is the result. Where their results are not huge, but they are enough to continue making forward progress and continue making the business profitable. They don't always love what they do. I'm speaking in generalities here because I've read I don't know how many articles, and they all relatively came up with about the same thing, that small business owners don't always love what they do, but they are happy doing it because they're doing it for themselves. They're not doing it for somebody else. Where entrepreneurs love risk. So they are more high risk, high reward driven. They're more likely to step out onto that ledge of risk and jump in with both feet. So they love that risk. They love that unknown opportunity. And while they are passion driven, they are out to change the world. They love what they do, and typically they would do it for less. Some cases much less, because their ultimate goal is to change the world, make huge changes, shocking changes, much like Facebook and Amazon have done. Number 3 is going to be the vision. Small business owners, their vision is this week, next week, maybe till the end of the month, so they know what needs to be done in order to make a profit that month. They will break it down by month, by week, even by day, so they have daily goals, daily achievements, and daily tasks that they need to get done each and every day. Usually they are the ones that are managing the employees, working with customers, networking with new customers to bring in new business, and do everything in their power to keep moving forward to continue with a profit. Entrepreneurs, on the other hand, they're more focused on what I'm doing 6 months from now. They aren't focused on the here and the now. They want to focus on the future of their company, future of their business, and what they need to do in order to survive the next 6 months, or what the end goal is 6 months from now. So they have more of a longer term goal than what the small business owners have. And usually they have somebody to manage the employees, if they even have any. Sometimes entrepreneurs, especially startups, just have themselves to be accountable. So that's number 3. So again, number 1 was the ideas. Number 2 was the risk. 3 was the vision. Number 4 is the size. So small businesses and small business owners aren't always after growth. They are after sustainability, because that it has sentimental value. Typically, especially with family businesses like what the dealership is that I work at, they have an attachment and don't have plans on selling that business or stepping away from that business, unless it's to hand it down to a family member that will be stepping in as general manager, owner, majority owner, whatever the case may be. So small business owners typically have their kids working there, grandkids working there, after school, on the weekends, during the summers. And are not the entrepreneurs that created the business. They, like I said, maybe 2 or 3 generations down the road, where their grandparents and were the entrepreneurs, created the business thrived, and now 2-3 generations later, it's still going. Entrepreneur goals, their goal is growth. Their goal is scaling. They set their company up so one day it will run without them, or so they can sell it. By scaling and growing, they're after high growth, just huge sustainable growth. So when they do sell, the company is worth more. They also will hire and surround themselves with experts in areas that they are not, instead of trying to be a jack of all trades. So entrepreneurs will usually hire somebody that is an expert in a certain field in order to get that growth and just grow through the roof. They see the company as an asset, something that needs to be shaped, developed, and ready for the market, because this may not be the big one, the big company, the big dream, but they want to do whatever they can in order to make this one profitable and grow so they can sell it, kind of like flipping houses. Flip this business, move on to the next one that's going to be huge. So just to recap for you guys, the four areas: ideas, risk, the vision, and the size. Those are the four major differences that I've seen between small business owners and entrepreneurs. Now, are they interchangeable? Can you use one for the other? As I mentioned, typically you can't, because an entrepreneur typically is somebody that sees a need, fills it, identifies that need, fills that need, and will bring something new to the market. Small business owners, on the other hand, especially if it is a family business, it's been handed down generation after generation, kept in the family. So it has that sentimental value and that attachment to it. So they are not entrepreneurs. They don't take the risk. They don't have the risk that the entrepreneurs do. So in my opinion, everything I've read, everything I've seen and experienced, they cannot be used interchangeably. Now, am I an entrepreneur? I am not. Am I a small business owner? Again, I am not. I hope to be one day. In my business, very similar to real estate, I refer to myself as an entrepreneur. And that is a person within a business that treats that company and that business like it's theirs. So my goal working at the Ford dealership here in town, I treat this like Matt's Motors. This is my inventory. This is my lot. I will do everything in my power to keep it looking good, keep it looking straight and lined up, and sell every piece of metal on here that I can to a qualified person. Now, is there anything wrong with that? I don't think so. I'm more motivated and driven than some other salespeople that I see on Facebook, that I've run into in trainings. They're there for the paycheck, and in some cases, they can live off the draw that they receive every month. I can't do that. I don't want to do that. My goal every month is to hit 20 cars. I want to sell 20 cars every single month. You know why? Because that means 20 of you each and every month have put your faith and your trust in me to get you in a better, more reliable vehicle and driving down the road. So it's not just a vehicle that gets you point A to point B. This is a vehicle that you love, your family loves. You take trips, you take vacations. Maybe you just use it for business. Whatever the case is, my goal is to help you get into that. I hope this makes sense. I would love to hear some feedback from you guys. Do you think I'm right in my opinion with and what I've talked about with the small business owner versus the entrepreneur? Are you a small business owner or an entrepreneur? I would love to know. I would love to hear from you guys. Make sure you comment below wherever it's going to be, whether you watch this on Facebook or YouTube. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button, like, subscribe, and share, and help spread this out. That wraps up episode 35 of Car Confessions. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Matt in the hat, John North Ford Lincoln Nissan here in Emporia, because your experience matters. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next week.